Hello, we're gonna make a Wesson today, sort of Wesson. We use Bockingford and I use the back of the paper. I like to use the back more than the front because the granulation is too much. I tape it with DIY tape, easy tape. Sometimes I stretch it, sometimes I don't. This is a small piece of paper, so I don't bother much. Don't make it too wet. Okay, a little sketch. I don't really need much lines, just the river bank, that's the tree, the height of the tree, end of the field. It's enough for me. Okay, now we're gonna start color. I make a gray from burnt Sienna and Ultramarine, and I make a bluish purpley gray from Cobalt Blue and light red. You see, the light red makes it a bit more red, warmer. I wet the sky first. I do this with a Neptune from Princeton. Also a lot of water. With the Quill from Princeton, I make the first move. In the sky, blue on the right side and grey in the middle. Where you see what I do. Sometimes I take a bit of fresh water to soften the edges. I take some raw sienna and a tiny bit of cobalt blue to make the horizon look a bit dirty. Then a rough edge with the grey. Some more definition in the sky. And I think we gonna move further into the land. Raw sienna, bit of phthalo blue, make a light green, lots of water, must be light. No details, just slosh it in. Water, same colors. Ultramarine, light red, cobalt blue. Lots of water. It doesn't matter in this stage. Just fill up the paper. It's all wet in wet, so it will turn out a little more pale. Bit definition on the land, bit of burnt sienna. Now we go distant trees, light red ultramarine. That's my favorite mix for distant trees. Ultramarine and permanent rose is also a nice mix, but Wesson have never seen permanent rose, I think. No detail is distance. You don't need details in the distance. If you do, it comes too close. dark green, burnt sienna, phthalo blue. Make the edge of the water side. I don't know if it is a river. I must ask Claire. This is raw umber, bit of cobalt blue in it. That side ook. Also a bit of raw umber to keep harmony. A bit of more blue in it to darken it. It turns into green. You see that? Then some dark bits on the side, on the water edge. Yeah, this is a bit of texture in the land. Everything helps. Very dark green, phthalo blue and burnt sienna. More phthalo blue than burnt sienna because it is blue-green. Dark bits are ultramarine and burnt umber. Suggest what there is. There is nothing, but just think to make it interesting. Just funny shapes. Raw umber again, pure. That side a bit of green that was left in the palette. Doesn't matter. If you think in your palette, I have a suitable color that I can use, just use it. Suggesting details, there are no details, but also notice I still use the big brush, number 16. If it got a good point, it shouldn't worry you. This is ultramarine and burnt sienna, a bit of cool grey. I should make the big tree first before the reflection, but well, okay, I know there's a big tree, so it will come okay. Then I make a stiffer mix, ultramarine and burnt umber. To make it darker along the water edge. Now I take a number 8. Also from Princeton. Some sticks, just to make it interesting. There were no sticks, but keep it uneven. I add some water here. You don't see that, but it is just clear water. And now there's nothing happening. Oh yeah. I take my rigger and define it a bit. Details. Not too much, because the focal point will be the big tree. Okay, wet a bit of paper, then the tree will evaporate out a bit. Raw umber again, with a bit of cobalt blue. Play a bit with the color. A bit darker. And the shadow side has to be darker. And on the right side is the shadow. And underneath the tree, of course. No tree you can paint the same. So don't worry about it. keep holes in it. Hole for the birds. Rigger number 8. It's nice rigger. Pointy, long hair, keeps a lot of pigment. I'm very happy with it. Okay, shadows 3. Same green. Raw Umber, raw Sienna, burnt Sienna, Tailor Blue. With dark bits, burnt Umber, Ultramarine. Now I take the rigger and make a fence. Or some sticks. Oh, this is a small rigger. That's a rigger number 1. Also from Princeton. I like them a lot. Some more details in the back. Well, you think that there are things, but it's nothing. Made up stuff. Darker bit here and there. Just make sure the focal point gets the most few spatters. I make birds out of it. A bit more branches. And the 2 pale branches I make it more inside. Well, I think it's come to an end. Maybe some birds there. 3. Yes, 3. 3 birds. Now I have 5 birds. There's an uneven. It's always better. Take the mat. And I think it is okay. Thank you.